Hi guys, I just wanted to do a video today on the back of some comments and questions I've received in the couple of videos I've put up of this QYT KT-8900D mini dual bander. So a lot of people have asked about the functions of this radio, so I thought I'd do a walkthrough of the menus today, just to show you what the menus looks like and what sort of features this radio actually has. Now I'm not going to go into masses and masses of detail on each function because there's over 50 menu functions, but I'll just give you sort of like a bit of a top line and a bit of an overview of what this radio can do. So it's really small. I'm sure you've probably seen in my other videos. If I compare it to a Bofeng UV5R, you can see how small it actually is, but it does work really well. I've been testing this the past couple of days, mobile in the car, and it works well. I've had good reports on the sound and signal quality. So yeah, I'm reasonably happy with it. I am going to be doing a video in the coming days, or maybe over the next week, of what I like and what I don't like about it, and show you a little bit of the mobile install and how easy that is to do and things like that. So stay tuned for that. But I just wanted to go through the menus with you. Now I've got the manual in front of me. I've made plenty of notes in the manual so I can understand some of it, because some of the bits in the manual don't make too much sense. So there's quite a lot to get through, so I'll carry on. So you can control the menus from the microphone. So if I press menu there, you can see it goes into the menu section of the radio, and you can just go up and down through the menus like that. Okay, so if we go to the first one, we've got TMR. Now I'm not sure what this actually is. The manual says it's to disable TMR, and in brackets multiple standby function. I'll just show you what the manual says for TMR. You may be able to understand some of that, but I'm not sure what that means. And I did look on Google and couldn't find anything, so we'll leave that one there. It's not a very good start, is it? Okay, so the next one is step. So you can set your step that the radio scans through on the frequencies. So you can have 2.5, and it goes up through 2.5, 5, 6.25, 10, 12.5, 25, and so on. If you leave the menus inactive for a while, it does go back out of them, as you've just seen them. So that's step. The next one, you've got squelch, so you can set your squelch level. Transmit power, so you can transmit on low or high power. You've got scramble, which I haven't tried yet, but that allows you to enable and disable the scramble function. We've got timeout timer, so you can set the radio to stop transmitting after a certain amount of time, so after 30 seconds, 15 seconds, 600 seconds, or you can turn it off. And we've got APO, which is an auto power off time, so if it doesn't receive any signal or get any have any operation from the user, it'll turn off, it'll power off, which I suppose is handy if you're running this off batteries. Wide or narrow, so wide or narrow FM transmission. ABR, so that's basically to have the backlight always on, or you can set when the backlight goes off. I've kept mine to be on all the time. Beep, so the beep you're hearing when I'm going through these menus, you can turn that on or off. Receive DCS, so DCS is digital coded squelch, a form of privacy on radios. So if someone hasn't got the same DCS programmed in as you, you can't hear them. So it stops interference. If you've got multiple users on one frequency, you can get around interference by having them all on different DCS codes. So we've got receive DCS, receive CTCSS, which is continuous tone coded squelch, and then we've got transmit DCS and transmit CTCSS. So basically, you can have a CTSS or DCS code on your transmitted signal, or you can have it on the ones that you're receiving. The next one is DTMF-ST, which you can set the radio to emit a DTMF code when transmitting, when auto transmitting or manually transmitting. Again, I'm not sure of the use for that. I've never used it. BCL. So that's basically, you can set the radio so if it's receiving, it won't transmit. So if you're receiving a signal, you can't transmit over it. SC add is adding a channel to the scan list, and SC remove is taking a channel away from the sorry, no it isn't, ignore me. SC add is adding or deleting a channel from the scan list, and SC rev is basically when you resume scan. So you can set your radio to scan, and you can set it to continue scanning when it stops receiving a carrier or after a certain amount of time, which is quite handy. Optsig is basically having DTMF signaling, so a 2-tone signal or a 5-tone signal. Oops, it's a bit annoying when it comes out of the menus. SP mute, so you can I'm not sure of a function for this, but basically this is muting or unmuting the signal when a quiet talk signal or a digital quiet talk signal is being received. But again, you'd have to do your own research on that one. Really annoying. This is one of the things I don't like about the radio, that the menus drop out after so long. PTTID, so basically you can set the radio to transmit a PTTID, so a little tone. So that's supposed to be an identifier for the radio. PTTLT, so that's a delay in time before you transmit that PTTID. So when you drop carrier, you can set a couple of seconds before it'll do its little DTMF pattern. S-info, that's a signaling code, but that can only be programmed by PC. EMCTP, so that's to get the radio to emit an emergency alarm code, or an ANI code, which I'll cover in a minute, or both. EMCCH, so the radio will emit an emergency alarm from a specified emergency alarm channel. Signal BP, so that tells you a signal's available or not available. I'm not sure what that means. I don't know whether it's receiving a carrier on a channel. Channel name, so you can actually edit the channel name, so you can see there types in the name of a channel, so you can tag channels so you know what you're on. CAMDF, that's basically there's 4 VFOs on this, A, B, C and D, as you can see, and you can set them whether you want them to show the channel, the frequency or the channel name. So if I go back here, you can see on VFO A we've got the name, and then on B, C and D we've got frequency, but you could have channel names, channel numbers or frequencies in there either way. So that's what that function does. Language, you can have this radio set to English or Chinese. Auto LK, that's disable or enable the auto lockout function. And these menu values here that I'm going through now, you can actually change the colour of these little logos up here. You can change the colour of this text, the bottom, the background and everything. There's all different colours, which is quite handy. So that's there's quite a few menu values for that that you can set, so you can completely customize your screen. There's like red, green, blue, white, purple, orange, yellow, and all sorts of stuff, so you can customize the color of the screen. TX disp, that basically shows the power output or the volume at transmit, so it's like a mic gain meter. Memory channel, so this is for adding channels that you've created into your memories, and del channel is deleting a channel from those memories. SFT-D is the offset, so you can have a plus or negative offset if you're using a repeater, and then offset is your offset value, so you can that allows you to program in repeaters. ANI is an auto number ID, which you programmed by PC only, which I've never actually done. And ANI-L is setting the length of that code. Rep-S is basically setting your tone, so a 1750 Hz tone, 2100 Hz tone, 1450 Hz tone for repeater operation, but I don't know if there's many repeaters that accept 1750 Hz tones anymore. Rep-M, so you can disable the repeater transponder function. Not sure what that is, to be honest. I've not had time to delve into that yet. TMR MR is linked to memory 1, which was TMR, which I'm not sure what that means. The manual says a delay time for main frequency back at multi-standby, which is jargon to me. I don't know what that means, so if anyone knows, just give us a shout on that one. STE, that's disable or enabling squelch tail elimination, and RP-STE is the length of the tail eliminated squelch, and RPT-DL is the delay in time to receive a repeated tail noise. So basically what that is that eliminates the noise given by a repeater or by a radio, so you can set how long the radio waits before it starts to receive stuff like that, if that makes sense. Again, you can do your own research on that one. DTMFG is that's setting the DTMF gain, and lastly reset is resetting the radio functions and memories back to factory settings. So yeah, there's a lot of jargon in there for those not familiar with radio, I suppose. So there's you can always have a Google and figure out some of the functions in there. Some of you guys will know a lot of the functions better than I do. A lot of them I don't use, but that's the manual with all these functions in. There's quite a lot to go through. But yeah, I hope it helped. It'll give you an idea anyway of what sort of features the radio has. A lot of them are pretty redundant. The Bowfang has a lot of features that aren't relevant and aren't needed. So yeah, so if I've made any mistakes in that, or if anyone knows the answers to some of the ones I wasn't sure on, then by all means drop us a comment in the box below. It's always great to hear from you guys. Plenty more to come on this radio. Also got one of these as well recently. You can see that, which is a little CRT1 CB, which is tiny as well. So there's going to be plenty more stuff coming on that. So yeah, stay tuned. We've got some quite good things happening this year on the channel, and plenty of equipment to review. 7-2 for now. Drop us a thumbs up and any comments in the box below, and I'll get back to you. Thanks very much. Bye bye.